Where the first part was quite interesting when it comes to the specs. So it only comes with a 6840. The reason I'm saying it now is because there is new versions out there or coming soon. So 32GB of RAM and 1TB of storage. That's going to be more than enough to play a couple of games. So you see there are all kinds of different configurations where we're having different models like the Mega Pro MX SR LT. Over here different colors with different storage capacities over there. Then having the memory even all the way up to 64GB, and of course the plug type is going to be for me European. At the front we're finding an on and off switch over here, so let's click it. It's a very long press and with a micro switch underneath. We're having the USB port, a normal 2 3.0 and USB-C and the jack out. At the back we're finding the input for the power supply, the USB 4, USB Type-C, then we're having an HDMI, display port, we're having over here another 2 USB 3.0s, and we do have a dual RG45 configuration. 2 NVMe slots over there, but it's kind of cool that they are using Kingston for the storage capacity. I'm very glad they're doing it, because we do have some problems with these weird Chinese brands sometimes, so I'm glad they went for like saying a brand like Kingston or Samsung or whatsoever. We do have ADATA 2 dual DIMMs over here, so it's going to be great if you want to play some games, but also when it comes to emulation. But if you want to reach inside, I must say that this is quite easy to open up. You need to be very careful with the antennas of the Wi-Fi, but one of the interesting things that this thing does come with built-in speakers. And you can actually see them over there. So that's quite interesting. So I'm guessing this is the amplifier, and it's going to be connected with the main board, and of course the amplifier is going to be amplifying the speakers. So an interesting construction. And if you're going to be replacing the battery itself, you can just see on top over here. So you need to lift out the main board if you want to replace the battery itself. It's time to boot up the Ryzen, and I can tell you that I was quite surprised when it comes to, let's say, the way how this thing sounds. So booting it up and looking into the speed and everything of the fans, this thing is absolutely silent. I already heard a couple of bleeps, and I'm quite surprised how loud this thing goes when it comes to the tiny speakers inside. However, when you just like putting your hands on here, you can just feel how good the suction of the fresh air goes in and how it goes out. So when it comes to the overall design of this, I think it's quite nice. And also don't forget, there's even a tiny fan underneath over here that gives the cooling to the cooling element, what I've shown you with the teardown. And the overall configuration, I do like that. But let's do a chit chat about the specifications. We're over here having the Amd Ryzen. It's the 7, it's kind of confusing because I was almost sure it said like Amd Ryzen 9 on the box. But it comes with the 7840HS, max TDP 54 watts. So it comes with the mobile chip, the 780M from ATI. The main board is manufactured by Herk. Memory, DDR5, 32GB. Over here we're having the 2 slots. Configuration. Graphical wise, already discussed this, is the AMD Radeon 780M graphics. And let's do a quick, let's say, stress test or something like that. Just to see, can we push this thing and how are the temperatures? Today isn't quite a hot day, and so when it comes to the temperatures, oh boy, it's spinning up now and it's hitting the 83 Celsius. So it's a quite hot situation over here when it comes to this. And it started, I must say, blowing a lot of, let's say, heat out, but I find it still very silent for a mini PC actually. So at the moment it's hitting the 88 Celsius, and can we say that it's actually going to be thermal throttling at this point?
Round 1. Fight.
Fog. Mines.
Youngest will be chosen. Wallow in despair.
I'm not afraid anymore.
Battle 1. Fight!
Depending on the PlayStation 3 game, I've noticed that a game like Skate loads up so freaking long. But when you're having games like Ridge Racer or Castlevania 2, no problems and almost instant load from the emulator. You can just see it stuck over here building the SPU cache, but besides that, most of the games run flawlessly and boot up very quickly.
Good luck. What an intense battle!
Limb! Come on then!
Transformation.
Hold B button down to log on. Release it to fire up homing missile.
Level 1 security door breach. Emergency formation. Intercept intruder.
Fight! Excellent. Superb.
When it comes to the Dolphin emulator, we do need to play a little bit, a couple of games before it's actually going to be performing better. It's quite interesting overall experience. You can see dips like crazy. We can also tweak if you want to, but I am sure that this device is able to run this on 60 FPS. And as you can see, the demo is running, it's going to be stable and seems to be running just quite nice on 4K resolution.
Imbeciles! Fools! Nincompoops! Can't you idiots do anything right?
Hadouken!
え